The same hormone that is released when you fall in love, when you hug someone you adore, when you feel deep, overwhelming affection for another human being. That exact same hormone is a primary force behind your contractions. And that is just the beginning. Because what your body does during labor, the hormones, the reshaping, the coordination, is so extraordinary that most women go through the most remarkable biological event of their lives without anyone telling them what is actually happening inside them. Let's review 11 facts about what your body does during labor. 1. The same hormone released when you fall in love is what causes every contraction. Oxytocin. You may have heard it called the love hormone, and that name is earned because oxytocin is released during moments of deep human connection, when you embrace someone you love, when you feel seen and safe and adored. It is also the primary hormone that causes uterine contraction of your labor. The same neurochemical cascade your brain runs when you fall in love is the one powering the most intense physical experience of your life. And here is the part that makes this even more beautiful. Oxytocin reaches its absolute highest concentration, higher than at any other moment in your entire life, in the minutes immediately after your baby is born and is placed on your chest. Your body saved its greatest hormonal peak for the exact second you met your child. That overwhelming, indescribable flood of feeling when you first hold your baby, that is not just emotion. That is the highest oxytocin surge your biology will ever produce. Planned, engineered, saved specifically for that moment. 2. Your body builds an entire organ from scratch and delivers it after your baby. During your pregnancy, your body built an entirely new organ from scratch. The placenta, an organ that does not exist in your body before pregnancy, and that your body creates entirely to sustain your baby's life. And for 9 months, that placenta has been simultaneously acting as your baby's lungs, kidneys, liver, and immune system all at once, not one organ system. 4. Simultaneously. In a single structure your body manufactured from nothing, and after your baby is born, after everything your body has been through, it delivers that organ too, the placenta that acted as 4 organs at once, for 9 months, for an entirely separate human being, is then released and expelled as your body begins its recovery. No other feat of biological engineering, in human experience, comes close to what the placenta represents, and your body built it, quietly, while you were going about your life. 3. When your baby is placed on your chest, your body immediately starts returning to its original size. The moment your baby is born, oxytocin immediately triggers your uterus to begin contracting back toward its pre-pregnancy size. Not after a few days, not after you have rested, within minutes of birth. The uterus that grew from 70 grams before pregnancy to over 1,000 grams at full term, 14 times its original weight. It begins a 6 weeks journey within moments of your baby arriving. It takes roughly 6 weeks for it to return to its original size completely. This is what causes the afterbirth pains many women feel in the first days after delivery. It is also what prevents excessive postpartum bleeding. Those contractions are sealing blood vessels and compressing tissue simultaneously. Your body does not pause after birth. It does not wait for you to catch your breath. It has already begun the next chapter before you have fully processed the one that just ended. 4. Your skeleton physically reshapes itself during labor to let your baby through. Your pelvis is not a fixed, rigid structure during labor. A hormone called relaxin, which has been rising throughout pregnancy, reaches its peak influence during labor, causing the ligaments and cartilage of your pelvis to soften, loosen, and become pliable. This allows the pelvis to widen beyond its normal resting dimensions as your baby descends through the birth canal. Your body physically rebuilds its own architecture in real time during labor. It widens a passage that did not fully exist in that form before. It reshapes your skeleton, temporarily, precisely, specifically, to create the safest possible route for your baby. You are not just enduring labor. You are undergoing a structural transformation from the inside out. 5. Your uterus becomes one of the most powerful muscles in the entire human body. The jaw muscle is widely considered one of the strongest muscles in the human body relative to its size. During childbirth, the uterus contracts with a force that rivals the strongest muscles in the human body. 6. Your body produces its own morphine, and it gets stronger as labor intensifies. Your body produces a substance called beta-endorphins during labor. Beta-endorphins are a naturally occurring opiate, comparable in their action to synthetic medications like morphine. And crucially, they do not arrive in a fixed dose. They rise continuously throughout labor. The more intense the contractions become, the more beta-endorphins your body releases in response. Your body is calibrating its own pain relief in real time, increasing the dose as the demand increases. This is why some women describe an almost dreamlike, altered, deeply internal state during active labor. Their body has flooded them with natural pain relief that scales with the experience. Your body is not abandoning you to the pain. It is meeting it every single time with its own pharmacy. 7. Fear can physically slow down or stop your labor, and science explains exactly why. When fear or stress rises during labor, including subconscious stress, your body releases adrenaline, and adrenaline in early labor is oxytocin's direct opponent. It diverts blood away from the uterus and toward the muscles and limbs, preparing the body to run from danger. And as blood flow to the uterus decreases, contractions slow, labor stalls, sometimes stops entirely. This is not a malfunction. It is ancient survival biology. A laboring animal in the wild that senses a predator will pause labor until it reaches safety. Your body operates on exactly the same code. This is why feeling safe, warm, and undisturbed during labor is not a preference. It is a physiological requirement. The environment of your birth directly affects the hormones of your birth, and the hormones of your birth directly drive its progress. 8. But then adrenaline flips and gives you superhuman strength for the final push. The same hormone that can slow labor in its early stages becomes the fuel that finishes it in late labor. As you approach the pushing stage, adrenaline and noradrenaline surge deliberately, creating a burst of energy and a wave of intensified, powerful contractions that drive the final delivery. That sudden shift women describe right before pushing, the feeling of certainty, of urgency, of I can do this and I must do this right now. That is a precise, orchestrated adrenaline surge your body has been strategically saving for the last moments of birth. It held it back when it would have been a problem, and unleashed it exactly when it was needed most. 9. Your baby sends a signal that starts your labor. Your body does not go first. Research suggests it is your baby, not your body, who initiates a hormonal cascade that triggers labor to begin. When your baby's lungs reach sufficient maturity, they release specific proteins into the amniotic fluid that signal your uterus to begin contracting. Your baby sends a message, I am ready, come and get me, and your body responds. Labor is not something that happens to you. It is something you and your baby begin together, a conversation, a collaboration, from the very first contraction. 10. Your baby is also releasing hormones during labor to protect their own brain. As labor intensifies and the pressure on your baby's head increases, their body releases a significant surge of adrenaline and noradrenaline of their own, specifically designed to prioritize blood supply to their heart and brain during most physically demanding moments of birth. Your baby is not passively waiting. They are actively protecting themselves, managing their own neurological safety, while you are managing yours. 2 bodies, 2 hormonal systems, running simultaneously, coordinated, working together, to bring one new life safely into the world. 11. Labor pain serves a productive purpose and grows stronger as it succeeds. Many other types of pain in human experience signals that something is going wrong. It is a warning, an alarm, an indication of damage or danger. Labor pain in human biology that signals something going right. Each contraction that intensifies beyond the last is evidence that your body is working harder, progressing further, and moving closer to delivering your baby safely. The more powerful the contraction, the fewer contractions you will need before your baby is born. The pain is not the enemy. The pain is the proof. Every wave, every surge, every breath you take through a contraction is your body succeeding. Labor is not an ordeal to be survived. It is one of the most hormonally sophisticated, physiologically extraordinary, biologically coordinated events in the entire history of human experience. Your body produces its own morphine. It reshapes its skeleton. It releases a love hormone to drive every contraction and saves its greatest hormonal peak for the moment you first hold your baby. It begins recovery within minutes of birth. And it does all of this while simultaneously coordinating with your baby's own hormonal system. The two of you working together from the very first moment. You are not just in labor. You were the most extraordinary biological event in the room. And you did it. If this changed how you see labor, yours, or the one ahead of you, share this with every pregnant woman you know right now, because she deserves to walk into her birth knowing exactly what her body is capable of. Drop in the comments which facts shock you the most. I want to know. And subscribe, because we go this deep into the science of pregnancy, birth, and motherhood every single week. I will see you in the next one.